Hello students, welcome to Bio Whisper with Manas. In continuation with this series on animal kingdom, which is an integral part of class 11 biology, today we are going to study about phylum Mollusca. So, phylum Mollusca, so the organisms which belong to this particular phylum are soft-bodied. It is the second largest phylum after Arthropoda. Now let us have a look at the general characteristics. So we know that it has got organ system level, complete digestion system, and since Ascalmenthes, we have the organ system level and complete digestive system. It is bilaterally symmetrical as well as triploblastic. So since Platyhelminthes, the organisms are bilaterally symmetrical and triploblastic, and it's also eucoelomate. Since Annelida, the organisms are found to be eucoelomate, that means having true coelom. Now let us have a look at the specific characteristics. The body of mollusks, they are covered by a calcareous cell, and the body is unsegmented with a distinct head, muscular foot and visceral hump. So body is covered with a calcareous cell and it is unsegmented with a distinct head, muscular foot and visceral hump. So let us have a look at the figure. This one is the visceral hump and this one is the mantle. In between we have the mantle cavity and inside the mantle cavity we have the feather-like gills. So this one is visceral hump, this one is mantle, and inside the mantle it's the mantle cavity, and inside the mantle cavity we have the feather-like gills. So the mantle is soft-bodied, a spongy layer of skin, soft spongy layer of skin, and it covers the visceral hump. It covers the, here we find this one, mantle covers the visceral hump. Gills, which are feather-like here inside the mantle cavity, it helps in respiration and excretion. The space between the mantle and the visceral hump is known as mantle cavity. Now we have radula, a rasping organ for feeding. What is radula? It's a combination of teeth and tongue. Radula, rasping organ for feeding, and it's a combination of teeth and tongue, and it is a special characteristic of mollusks. Now the circulatory system, it is mainly of open type. We know that the closed type was first seen in Annelida, but in Arthropoda again we had the open type. In mollusk also we have the open type circulatory system. Now here there are exceptions. The octopus, sepia, loligo, these have closed type of circulatory system. So circulatory system, it's mainly open type, but here we have the exception. Octopus, sepia, loligo, they have the closed type of circulatory system. In Annelida, the first organism, the first phylum where we found the closed circulatory system. Again, Arthropoda, open type circulatory type system with open and closed type. Here the exceptions of closed type. It's oviparous, that means it's egg laying. The arthropods were also oviparous. It's dioecious. Since Ascalhelminthes, we have the male and female organisms separate. So that particular thing is seen since Ascalmenthes with direct development. So sexes, it's oviparous, dioecious, male and female separate, and the development here is indirect development here. So we have the apple snail here, which is known as pila as the example. The second one is octopus, which is known as devilfish. Pila, apple snail, It is apple snail here, and its octopus, which is known as the devilfish. These are the two important examples of mollusks. Apart from that, we have the Aplysia, which is known as sea hare, Dentalium, tusk shell, Pincidata, pearl oyster, sepia, cuttlefish, loligo, catoclue, and unio. What are the others? Aplysia, which is known as sea hare, Dentalium, tusk shell, Pincidata, pearl oyster, sepia, cuttlefish, loligo, catoclue, and which is also known as chiton. And last but not the least, we have unio. Now let us turn our gaze to Echinodermata. Here the endoskeleton of such kind of organisms belonging to this particular phylum are composed of calcareous cell. That means calcareous cells are made up of calcium ossicles, pointed objects. Hence, these are known as echinoderms, a spiny bodied. So, Echinodermata, a spiny bodied organisms. Here the endoskeleton is made up of calcareous cell. Calcareous cell means these are made up of calcium ossicles. Ossicles means pointed objects. Hence, these are known as echinoderms, the spiny bodied. These are exclusively marine, along with Ascalmenthes. So, here the echinoderms are exclusively marine along with Ascalmenthes. And symmetry, there are two types of symmetry here. Larva shows bilateral symmetrical. Adult is radial symmetrical. Symmetry, two types. Larva, bilateral symmetrical. Adult, radial symmetrical. Here the digestive system is also complete. Since Ascalmenthes, we have the complete digestive system, that is tube within tube plan. Mouth, it's on the ventral side but on the lower side. Ventral, lower side. Anus, it's dorsal but on the upper side. Just opposite ours. Mouth, lower side, ventral. Anus, upper side, that's dorsal. These are triploblastic eucoelomate. Triploblastic since Platyhelminthes, we have triploblastic. Ascalanthes was pseudoplastic, was diploblastic. Tinophora, then Nitria, it was diploblastic, triploblastic, Platyhelminthes. Eucoelomate from Annelida. Ascalanthes was pseudocoelomate. So eucoelomate, trucoelomate from Annelida. And echinoderms are also eucoelomate. Excretory system in echinoderms is absent. It is spiny bodied organisms doesn't have excretory system. Now the special feature of echinoderms, it's water vascular system. Water vascular system. We all know that water canal system was seen in Porifera. Water canal system was seen in Porifera. But here we have the water vascular system, which helps in locomotion, capture of prey, transport of food, and respiration. So water vascular system, that's a unique feature of echinoderms. They help in locomotion, capture of prey, transfer of food, and respiration. Now let us discuss about the sexes, fertilization, and development. So these are dioecious, usually external. Fertilization is usually external with indirect development, where we have the free swimming larva. So sexes here, dioecious, fertilization usually external, and development is indirect with free swimming larva. For the examples of echinoderms, Asteris, which is known as starfish. Asteris is also known as starfish. Then we have Ophiura, the brittle star. Asteris, the starfish. Ophiura, that's brittle star. Apart from that, we have other examples also. Echinus, who is known as sea urchin. Antidon, sea lily. Cucumberia, that is known as sea cucumber. So let's again study the examples. We have Asteris, the starfish. Ophiura, that's brittle star. Echinus, sea urchin. Antidon, sea lily. Cucumberia, sea cucumber. Now, Let us turn our gaze to Hemichordata. These are worm-like animals. Earlier, Hemichordata was considered to be phylum of Chordata, but now they are placed as separate phylum under Non-chordata. The reason is that it doesn't have a true notochord. Hemichordates doesn't have a true notochord. Because of that, they are placed in a separate phylum. They have a stomochord. It's a rudimentary structure in the collar region and it is found in hemichordates. It is similar to the notochord. So stomochord, it's a rudimentary structure found in the collar region of hemichordates and it is similar to notochord. Now have a look. This is the proboscis. This one is proboscis. This is the collar region and trunk. Three regions, proboscis, proboscis, and this one is collar and trunk region. So the body is composed of proboscis, collar and trunk region. Proboscis, as we see, it's the interior region. And after that we have the collar and trunk region. The circulatory system here is open. Respiration takes place through gills and the excretory organ is proboscis gland. So hemichordates, circulatory system open, respiration takes place through gills, excretory organ is proboscis glands. Sexes, fertilization, development. It's dioecious. Fertilization is generally external and the development is indirect. We have the ternaria larva here. So it's dioecious, fertilization external, and we have the larva here. Example, balanoglossus and saccoglossus. So this figure was the example of balanoglossus. Balanoglossus and saccoglossus. So balanoglossus and saccoglossus, these are the connecting link with chordates. So now we have to start with chordates. So what are the features that are present in chordates and non-chordates? First of all, notochord, it's present in chordates and absent in non-chordates. Pharyngeal gill slits, these are present in chordates, absent in non-chordates. Then we have the post-anal tail, these are present in chordates but not present in non-chordates. Notochord, present in chordates. Pharyngeal gill slits, present in chordates. Post-anal tail, present in chordates. Notochord, not present in non-chordates. Pharyngeal gill slits, not present in non-chordates. And post-anal tail, not present in non-chordates. The heart here is ventral and in chordates, and in chordates it's ventral and in dorsal in non-chordates. CNS, that is central nervous system. Central nervous system. Let us take example. So our central nervous system is on the dorsal side, it's hollow and single. Dorsal, hollow, single, just opposite in the non-chordates. Ventral, solid and double. Ventral, solid and double. So chordates, we have notochord, pharyngeal gill slits and post-anal cord. In non-chordates, we don't have this notochord, pharyngeal gill slits, and post-anal tail. Heart here is ventral in chordates. In dorsal, it's non-chordate. In dorsal in non-chordates. CNS, central nervous system. Dorsal, hollow, single. While in non-chordates, it's ventral, solid and double. So we have studied about the non-chordates and we have also studied about the difference here. We will continue with this lecture series. If you like my videos, then do subscribe my channel and do like my videos too. Thank you.